Perfect. That we all can hear you loud and clear. All right, everybody. This is the Talking Poncho's Palace, episode 116. The Talking Poncho's Palace podcast, episode 116. I am Poncho Blazing ATM, Reverend Joseph James Holland at your service. And I'm the social media and YouTube legend and the future First Ballot Hall of Famer. I'm saved, sanctified, Holy Ghost filled, fire baptized, staying saved, living right, doing God's will, and keeping heaven my home. Now, for right now, you all are checking this live on YouTube at Poncho Holland Vivo. So if you're tuning in, you're checking in on YouTube live at Poncho Holland Vivo. Be sure to subscribe to my YouTube page as we are getting close to 1,000 viewers on YouTube. And for those Facebookers and TikTokers that are checking out later on, you'll be watching the replay on Facebook and TikTok. Don't forget to subscribe to my Facebook fan page for only 99 cents in Poncho Blazing ATM. And also follow my personal page, Joseph James Holland, and be sure to follow me on TikTok. Now, for all the YouTube live chatters that are going to be chatting with me here in a little bit, hey, you all are more than welcome to tune in at any time officially. And for those of you all that are just now getting out of school, whether you're a student or staff, I hope that you do great. But now for this episode of 116, we are officially going to be talking about a couple of things. But the main thing I'm going to talk about first of all is Mike Tyson versus Floyd Money Mayweather. Now, for those of y'all that don't know, this matchup was just released as of a couple of days ago. And for the first time ever, this fight will officially happen. It'll be Iron Mike Tyson versus Floyd Money Mayweather. Two of the all-time greatest fighters in the world ever in history will collide. Now, if you ask me, Poncho, who do you think will win? It's going to be an evenly matchup between Mike Tyson and Floyd Money Mayweather because they are in their older years. So I'm not for sure how much longer they've got. Now, if you ask me about their prime years, Mike Tyson's prime years was the late 80s through the early 90s. And Floyd Money Mayweather's prime years was the 2000s. If you give me prime Tyson versus prime Floyd, I gotta go with prime Tyson because he's vicious. And although prime Floyd could take you on, prime Tyson has got that much aggression. And hello, SAMIRAH. Thank you for tuning in. And hello to you, also you. Thank you for tuning in to the Talking Poncho's Palace. I appreciate you all tuning in to the YouTube live chat. And when you think about all-time greatest fights in the world, there are a lot of great fights in history. But for this, with Tyson and Floyd Money Mayweather, it's going to be an exhibition match in the spring of 2026. Now, like I said, I'm not for sure officially who's going to win because they're both out of their prime. But you know, fighters are still going to fight regardless if they're out of their prime or not. But if you were to tell me prime Floyd versus prime Tyson, I got to go with prime Tyson on that one. But who will win this exhibition match in spring of 2026? That is yet to be determined. So I am not for sure. But I hope that it ends up being a good fight. We'll just have to wait and see. Hey, Luke K, thank you for tuning in to the Talking Poncho's Palace podcast. I appreciate you tuning in. And yes, if you're able, definitely subscribe to my YouTube page and Facebook page. I greatly would appreciate you. Thank you, Luke K, for tuning in. Now on to the WNBA 2025 playoffs. The WNBA 2025 playoffs is taking off more than ever. We're going to see some great matchups in the 25 WNBA playoffs. Minnesota Lynx is looking for revenge as they just barely missed a championship last year against New York Liberty. The New York Liberty is looking to bounce back and win their championship as repeats. The Las Vegas Aces is looking to bounce back and win their championship once again for a fourth time, or third time it could be. And there's a lot of contenders that are going to be in the WNBA playoffs. You have the Atlanta Dream. You have the Phoenix Mercury with Alyssa Thomas. You have the Indiana Fever looking to win the championship. It all just comes down to who wants it the most. To me, I believe it's going to come down to the Minnesota Lynx versus the New York Liberty. I believe we're going to see that rematch for the championship once again. And I think Minnesota may just take it home this year. But we'll have to wait and see on who wins. But the WNBA has been great this year in 2025. So I'm just looking forward to seeing on who is going to win. But my money right now is going to be on the Minnesota Lynx as they look to avenge their loss. And speaking of avenge their loss, this brings me to the festivals that took place. For those of you all that don't know, I attended the Possum Festival this past Saturday, and I was able to sign autographs, take pictures and photos, and meet and greet fans. And it was a true blessing to be there in Cumberland, Kentucky. So on September 20th at the Black Gold Festival in Hazard, Kentucky, and October 4th at the International Harvest Festival in Benham, Kentucky, I'm going to be doing it all over again. We're going to be meeting and greeting, signing autographs, taking pictures and taking photos with all you fans around the world. So if you're in those areas on September 20th and October 4th in Hazard, Kentucky, and in Benham, Kentucky, hey, I am more than welcome to sign autographs with you and take pictures with you officially and meet and greet with you. Now, before we let you all go and we go to the destination on where I'm supposed to be at, hey, King Kong MAG, thank you for tuning in, King Kong AMG. I appreciate you tuning into the Talking Poncho's Palace podcast. This is the 116th episode of the Talking Poncho's Palace podcast. But before we let you all leave, there are two people that I need to talk about. And these two people are superstars in their own right. I'm talking about Alexis Andrews and I'm talking about Gracie Bond. For those of you all that don't know who them two are, you're more than welcome to look them up as you please. Oh, OKS. Hey, I appreciate you tuning in to the Talk of Poncho's Palace podcast, OKS. And happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. I hope that you had a great birthday. And I hope that you celebrated it really well. But on to these two people, and Alexis Andrews and Gracie Bond. Hello, beautiful. Hello. I just seen a beautiful woman right parked to the side, fixing her car. Ooh, wee. She is so fine and beautiful. But speaking of that, the two beautiful women that I'm talking about are superstars in their own rights, and Alexis Andrews and Gracie Bond. Now, I'm not going to talk to you about what they do. For more information on that, you have to look it up yourself on what they do. But those two stars are very beautiful, very kind, and super sweet. Uh-oh, wait a second. That's a Zacchaeus. Oh. I just missed a couple of my friends right here. I gotta turn back around real quick. Hold on just a second. But while I'm turning back around, let me go back and tell you just a little bit about Alexis Andrews and Gracie Bond. Alexis Andrews and Gracie Bond are two of the most hottest stars up to date. I mean, they are legit And Gracie Bond just happens to be one of my best friends. I've known her personally for about 2 years. And it's just a blessing to be able to know stars all around the world. Um, Gracie Bond had major surgery that almost ended her life. But by the grace of God, she is still alive and well. And I truly thank God for Gracie Bond in her, because she is a true beauty, and she is most likely, a survivor. Anytime you go through a surgery and you survive, oh man, the odds are something right there, though, for real. And just to see her survive and everything, oh my goodness. It is a blessing to see her survive, honestly. I'm thankful that she's still alive and well. Hello? I'm seeing all kinds of people today. I'm seeing buses. I'm seeing stops. Let me see if I can follow them real quick on where they're going. I'm just following a couple of friends that's here. Let's find out where they're going real quick. We're going to take a ride real quick, honestly. We might as well enjoy the ride. Hey. Let's see where they headed real quick. I'm just following a couple of friends, and Zach and Sierra from Millsboro. More than likely, they may be going out of town or something like that, so may not get to hang with them today. But that'll be all right, though. Every chance I get to hang with friends and family all around the world, you have to. But I mean, Alexis Andrews, she's been popping up on my social media page, especially my Facebook page as of late. She talked about her stories with Sean Kingston and R&B artist Trey Songz. I'm not getting into detail on what she talked about him. For more information on that, you're gonna have to go to her Facebook page and just type her name and listen to her story about her story with Sean Kingston and Trey Songz. But what I will tell you is that they are truly blessed and highly favored at the things that they're able to do, and still be able to be in great shape, take care of their bodies, and just to be able to be blessed is a true blessing. And then Gracie Bond, she's been known for about 5 years now, ever since the pandemic. When the pandemic first came out, she basically just came out of nowhere on OnlyFans, and we all know what OnlyFans is. You can't explain on what OnlyFans is on here. But, like I said, two beauties in Gracie Bond and Alexis Andrews both. And I definitely thank God for them. I hope to meet them someday. I would love to meet both of them someday. I don't know if I will be able to, but if I do, it will be an honor and a blessing to meet both of them. All right. So we are almost out of time here for the Talk of Poncho's Palace podcast, episode 116. So what I'm going to do right now is that I'm going to go track these two down to see on where they're going to. And if the same goes here, we'll be back here in just a little bit for episode 117 in the Talk of Poncho's Palace. Now, if I hadn't got sidetracked by Zach and Sierra both, I would have stopped by and helped that one woman in that white shirt. Help her with her car. I don't know if she was working on her car or not, but hers was a black car. I hope that her car is doing good. But that's all I can say about that. But we'll be back on here for episode 117 of the Talk of Poncho's Palace podcast. And that segment we're going to be talking about is LeBron James's retirement. We heard that LeBron James is supposed to be retiring at the end of 2025-2026 season. I'm not 100% sure if that's true or not. But if it does, we will talk more about that as time rolls on. Until that time, keep blazing. Always have God in your life, no matter what. And I'm signing out right now. I will be back on here later on for episode 117 of the Talking Poncho's Palace podcast. I can't leave that out. If I do, I might mess up. But I didn't. I'll see y'all later on.